What's up, everybody? We got another movie review coming at you today, and today we're going to be reviewing a movie called Go Back to China, which is directed and written by Emily Ting. Features a couple of people that you may know, and Akana, iconic YouTuber, Lin Chen, and Kelly Hu is just a few of the names. But this film was super interesting. And I need to make sure I get this information correct for you. So this movie was released in 2019 in a limited capacity. However, it's going to be releasing come March 6th, also in a limited capacity. However, you also can get this movie on video on demand. So you can get this film, you can watch this film in New York, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Chicago. So the big media cities, as you would expect. But like I said, you can get this all on video demand, which will be releasing March 6th. But so this film, and I'm probably going to jump around a lot with this, but this film was very interesting because the first thing I noticed about this film is that there's a couple of things. Like, this film automatically gives me that really good Netflix movie. And that's not to discredit this film by any means, but Netflix has truly been stepping up their content, and they're coming out with, for me, I feel like they're coming with a niche of just, when you watch this movie, you just feel really like family embodied and just cozy and stuff like that. I'm not really sure what genre I would put that in, but you know, that type of film where it's just like, man, I liked it. I know, like, a feel-good film is a thing, but like, it even feels like a step above that, because I feel like this movie really told a very special and even sacred, because this is a semi-autobiography actually, but it tells a very important story that you know, I feel like anybody with a heart is going to feel something from this instantly, and that it did for me, and I liked it. I truly did, and I'm watching it. I watched it today, and it felt like it came at the right time, and anyway, because it really gives you that sense of, like, you know, completion. Like, it just makes you just feels really good when you watch after the completion watching this film. But anyway, this movie is, like I said, a semi-autobiography, and it follows the spoiled rich girl Sasha Li, who's played by Anna. And while blowing through most of her trust funds, she is forced by her father, she's forced by her father to go back to China to work for the family toy business, and what simply begins as a regain of financial support soon develops into a life-altering journey of self-discovery. Sasha discovers her passion for toys, designing, and learning to reconnect with her estranged family. A bittersweet portrait of a fractured family and film also offers a kind of look at the human cost of things that are made in China. So, I'll put it this way. Sasha is living her best life in LA right now. She just got out of college. She got a fashion degree. Her daddy is stacked. She is going to hitting the clubs with all her friends, and she is doing the thing. And it's all good. But her father is still making attempts to bring her back to the family business.
What is happening with my credit card? Did accounting forget to, like, pay the bill or something?
Actually, I blocked it.
Why would you do that? You just humiliated me in front of all of my friends.
Have you thought more about my proposal?
How many times do I have to tell you? No.
You've been out of school for almost a year now. What do you do all day?
It's not like I haven't been looking for work.
How could you have blown through half your trust fund already?
So, it's my money.
Not anymore.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm cutting you off.
What? You can't do that.
I already did. Do you know how hard I worked to save that money for you?
For the 100th time, Dad, I have been looking for work every single day. And as soon as I get a job, I will pay you back.
Or you can come back to China and help with the family business.
And why would I want to do that?
If you do a good job, after 1 year, I give you your money back.
Oh my God, this is not really happening.
Just think about it.
I don't need to think about it. There is no way in hell I'm gonna work for you in China. Go ahead, cut me off. I don't need your money anyway. Thank you for a great birthday, Dad.
I gotta say, when I first heard this title, Go Back to China, I instantly said, oh, that's somebody's gonna say it in a way of, like, what was it, like a prejudice slur. It was like, oh, go back to China. We know, we understand that. And indeed, in one scene, somebody does that so that you understand that that is typically how that term is interpreted, but that's not what this movie's going to be about. So I really did appreciate that, because I instantly seen the title. I was like, I know at some point it's going to be that character that's going to be that way, but it's not about that at all. But again, Sasha living her best life in California, all the money and everything. And her father is attempting to reconnect with her, to bring her back to the family business China. She doesn't want to go back to China because she's in LA with her friends, like I said, living her best life. Nonetheless, her father says, yeah, all that money that I'm giving you, I'm cutting that off. Also, to double down, I'm also going to cut you off and your mother. So now you are faced to either, support the both of you guys, or you have to come back to family business, and then I will give you access to it. So Sasha, just fresh out of college, can't get a job because you can't get a job because you need experience. You can't have experience because you don't have a job. Truly a struggle for college students. I've been there. I know how that feels. So I felt that scene automatically. But when she goes back to China, she figures out that her father's a tyrant. He runs the business straight like a corporate guy. He gives no slack to anybody. She learns about more of her family. She has a sister, a younger brother. She has an older sister, a younger sister, and a younger brother from a different wife. Obviously, she learns about the whole dynamics with that. She tries to really gather a relationship with her father, which was already on bad terms because her dad cut her off. So she's always at that. She didn't want to go to China, but she did. Her friends pressured her because she's like, girl, if you don't go get that money and go get China, what are you doing? So all that is happening. But while this is happening, the cool thing about this is that it tells a really good story that I like to tell people I like to mentor about. And it's like, hey, sometimes things don't go the way that you want it to be. I know that's a very common thing that's told all the time. But what's important about this is that, you never doubt yourself. And what was really cool what this story did is that Sasha, having a fashion background but couldn't use the fashion background to end up having to go back to the toy business. Like, well, how do they correlate? And then the fact that she was able to kind of massage into something that works with the two of them, makes her family happy, makes her happy, and then she discovers this new passion that she has. It's beautiful how it comes all together. And then she still is, getting this tough love from her father, tough love from her sister, and her younger siblings, and then the business itself about how it just doesn't always go right. But it's just a truly beautiful film because, the characters, each one of the characters, from the 4 kids, even the father, I feel like there's a little bit of something that every person viewing is going to look at that and be like, I've been there. I know how that feels. I understand the struggles. This was a difficult time for me. I remember I didn't get along with one of my siblings, or I remember I couldn't get a job. Whatever it is, it's just enough of something in each one of these characters very distinctively that somebody will gain some type of connection to. And I think that's good. I think films that, that tackle stories like this, especially when, the storytelling in this movie is so strong. The acting is okay, but the storytelling is just so powerful and it's so real that it's important that it connects. Crazy Rich Asians came out, and that's one dynamic of the Asian American culture that we were exposed to as viewers. But this tells a whole drastically different side of things that is just as authentic, and it's really cool to see the parallel between the two of them. And while this movie focuses on people chasing their American dreams and how it may be just an extra bit of a challenge for Asian Americans and what their struggles may have been, it's cool to take a look into that and gain appreciation for it. And I think that really truly hits the human nature in all of us. And not to forget, while we're talking about financial situations and family situations, we also get an eye into the manufacturing business, the toy business itself, and their struggles and challenges. So it.
Get me the designers.
Boss wants to see the both of you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you like working here?
Yes, sir.
Then why do you humiliate me?
No, we're not humiliated. No. Sorry, sir.
Do you think I like begging for orders? You think I like being reprimanded by the bloody buyer who hates your shitty stuff? Look at this rubbish! Look at it!
Dad,
What you
stop.
done? We have just a few meetings left to pitch for Christmas. And if they all go like today's, this factory will have to close down. All the workers will have to go back to their farms. Is that what you want?
No, sir.
Then you will work overtime until you come up with a decent Christmas collection. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Get out!
Again, it just tells a lot right now, in a very important time that I think viewers will like. And again, I can't stress enough why this movie is going to be on video on demand come March 6th. I truly think for everybody who's our big Netflix movie watchers, I think this movie just fits right in that groove. It really does. And while this is an indie film, I think it really sits in that same, echelon of all those other movies that you may have seen. So I definitely say you want to check this out. I think that Emily does a really good job in making this film very authentic. You really feel something about this, and you can tell how much of what she may have endured growing up was poured into this movie, because there's just moments in here that unless you've been through it, you just cannot portray that into a film. And I appreciated that wholeheartedly. While this is her second feature film, I'm looking for more to come, and I think this was great. But nonetheless, guys, definitely you want to check this out come March 6th, and then come back in the comments and let me know what you think. But until then, we'll catch you next time for the next movie review.